Welcome back. Today I want to look at a referencing software called Mendeley Web. We'll say software, it's more web-based, but you can use the Mendeley desktop to use it on your Mac or PC if you wish as well. Now the benefit of having it online based is you can use it anywhere. It's a lot simpler to use. Also, they give you a free plugin so you can actually cite and create your bibliography in the correct reference style in a Word document as well. So I'm not going to bore you. Let's get straight into it to get an idea of how to use it. First thing I want you to do is open up your browser. They say it's best to use with Firefox or Google Chrome. I want you to get the web importer for Chrome. So what you're looking for is Mendeley Web Importer. I want you to select that link and then install it for me. Tap on it and select Add to Chrome and Add Extension in the middle. I'll explain why in a minute. Top right hand corner, select the extension option and make sure you tick the pin so you can see it top right hand corner. And then at the top, type Mendeley Web. Now the reason why I've asked you to put that web importer in is because it finds PDF journals for you online. It actually grabs them and stores them. So you could be online looking at a source. You might forget to get the actual journal that's associated with it. And this will grab it for you and store it in your Mendeley Web. Once you've selected Mendeley Web, you can have a quick read down there to give you an idea of how to use it. Scroll to the bottom. It's a free account, so you can sign up here if you wish, but I've already done that, so I'm going to select the link. I'm going to come top left hand corner and close the previous window there. Now how this works is you do your searches in here looking for your sources, and then we can store them into your library. But if you prefer to use the desktop version, you can download it here as well if you wish. But have a look at this first. If you want to know how to use the desktop version, I've got a video on that. I'll put it in my links underneath. Now if we do anything else, do a right click on the tab top left and duplicate it for me. Because what I'll do, I want to split them, drag them. So hold the left button and drag that tab off and then lock them left and right. Or you can use the Windows key. Hold the Windows key down on the left and select the left or right cursor to lock both windows in. Now on the left is where we search and on the right will be your library. So you can see what sources you're grabbing and putting into your library. We can even organise them with new collections on the right. Before you do anything else, really important, if you want to use the plugin in Word and create your reference list, select Download Mendeley Site. And this is the plugin for Word. Select Get It Now, fill your details in and select Continue. Shouldn't take too long, I've already signed up for it. I've got Microsoft 365, select Open in Word, and that plugin should be in Word now. Select Enable Content at the top, and there it is at the top there. And underneath you've got the link that will give you more information if you need more help on the plugin. But I'm not going to log in yet, I'm going to close that because we haven't got any sources to work with yet, have we? So close that tab. So let's have a little look. So starting on here, we need a subject. Now I've got America and Europe in there. If you want to add another one, click into here and you can put whatever you want in there, depending on what you're studying, of course, and click the Enter key and that creates a new collection for you. Now I actually need to find something, so let's pop in. Let's put American history, see what we get. And obviously not going to do proper research here, reading the articles or abstract or anything. It's just to show you. We'll scroll down. There we go. Now what I want to show you here quickly is a couple of things. One, you can see here it says Open Access PDF. That's telling you it's a PDF that you can access. Also on the right, sometimes give you how many citations have been done and also the amount of readers so far. So I'm actually going to use this because I want to use the PDF. Now watch this. This is why I should put this plugin at the top. Also, if you actually come down, so I'm going to select on this. I'm going to tap on this for you because you might actually want to read the abstract and you also might want to have a quick look at the PDF as well. So if you tap on it, it brings up that portable document format for you to access, to have a look at. And again, you can download that manually if you want there as well. But I'm going to close it. I'm going to add that to my library. Now look on the right as well as we're adding them. So I've added all my sources that I've found so far and I've organised them. So on the right here, then I can drag them where I want. So I might go Heartland. That's America. And then you can drag them. So if I click on America, I now have that source in there organised. So what we'll do is I'm going to maximise the library so you can get a better look at it. Let's tap on the actual source there. And on the right, you've got information. Now I'm looking at this source because there's not a lot there really, is there, to play with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide, actually no, I'm going to tick that and select delete at the bottom. I don't want to use that source. Go to the top, all references. So what I'm going to do is drag that to the right again, lock in. I'm going to open any random source, that will do. And now I'm going to add that to my library as well. And you can see where it's appeared at the top there. So if I click on it, I've got all my source information on the right. And what's better with this, I've also got the PDF as well. So if I select it, and there it is, it's uploaded. I can now read it, annotate it, and grab information out of it. Before I do, come to the right. Can you see here it's got a few options? It's got tags. Really important you tag your sources so you can find them later. So if you put tag words in, it will then bring up this source. If you want to use sources later on, then you can track them back and then use them. So I think tags are really important, so get on with that. The file just added is the PDF just attached to it. You can add the website link if you want as well. But come to the left. Now we've actually imported this into the library, into Mendeley Web, we can manipulate it. Scroll down a little bit. So for example, so what we'll do is click the yellow option here. And then if I come down here, again, I can highlight it. Then I can change the colour. So I can actually red, and then I can highlight what I want red, and it automatically colour codes it for you, so you can annotate your information. And there you go. So you go through all your pages. Once you're done, that automatically saves it. But I want to show you something quickly while we're here. Annotation. You can add specific notes to that specific source. So then you could add notes. So you could copy it, but not all PDFs let you copy. Or you could just type out a quick note. So when you come back to it later, you know exactly what you're looking at and what it's relevant to. Now remember, these annotations are just specific to single sources. Now if you went to a notebook, you could have notebooks that you can access no matter what source you've got open or you're looking at. It's just notebooks to get your thoughts down, or maybe information in your dissertation, but that's not specific like annotation is to specific sources, so bear that in mind. So that looks good. So I can close that. Top left hand corner, I'll go back to my library. See at the top, I've now even got that PDF attached. Now those other three I might look at and go, do you know what, I don't really need them, so I'm going to tick them. Bottom right hand corner, I can delete them. Before I do, if you use another referencing software like Sortero or EndNote, you could use the export button if you want as well, and you can export them out. For example, BibTeX for Sortero, EndNote if you use EndNote as well, and even Microsoft Word.xml as well. But I'll delete them. So I'm just going to leave that one source for now. Now I said earlier about tags, so if you're adding tags, go top right. Any tags you added will be there for you, so you can access the tags and open them up as well in that collection. And then you can see automatically add to the authors if you're looking for them at a later date, which really does index them quite well. And another good option here, I think, is if you actually tick your sources. See at the bottom it says mark as. You can make them favourite, the little star, or unfavourite them. And you can also organise them. You can actually create a private group as well to share your sources if you wish. So there you go, gather all your sources, but I'll do one more. So let's drag that to the right, lock it in, close that. Let's go down and find another one. So I'm looking for something with a journal. You don't have to use something with a PDF, look, if you don't want to. Bear that in mind. And I'm going to select add to library or view PDF. So I'm going to view the PDF again to have a look at it. Again, you can go through that, close that PDF, and I'm going to decide to add that to my library. What's on the right? You can see it's now added. And I might even add that to my favourites as well. And remember, you can then drag them into your organised folders at the bottom there. Actually, let's drag them both into America. Let's have a look. There we go. And drag the last one as well. So now, open up your Word document. Remember we put that plug in earlier, didn't we? So go to your References tab and look for where it says Mendeley Site. You might have to log in for the first time. The same settings and email and password you put in earlier. And there's both of my sources that I might want to use. Now, before you do anything else, citation style, you need to select the correct reference style. Now, I think the most difficult one can be Harvard because there's so many different variations. I think more universities and colleges are now looking at maybe using the standard Cite Them Right 11th edition, but you're still going to get many variations that always check, or you may lose marks on your referencing. If you can't see what you want there, come to select another style, then type in what you want. So I'll give you an example with Harvard. A little search, there you go. And there's some varying Harvard styles there that give you an idea. There's quite a lot. But I'm going to close that. I'm going to stick with the standard Cite Them Right 11th edition. Select at the bottom, update citation style. And it's done. So what happens, you can cite your work, then come to the top right hand corner and then you can insert your bibliography. So let's go back to references. Now the important part about this is you're going to have many folders. Remember I did the America folder, Europe folder. Select at the top here, then that will list all your folders. So you can go through specific folders depending on what you're referencing. Or maybe you want to use Europe. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cite something now. So I'm going to open up my library. I'm going to maximize it. And I'm going to use America for Americans. So what I'm going to do is come to the right and I'm going to open up the PDF. Remember what I highlighted earlier that I annotated. And I might go, do you know, actually I'm going to maybe, you can type it out or copy it. But remember, not all PDFs let you copy. But I've got a good tip in a minute to show you if it doesn't. Then go to Word and then Control V. See it? That hasn't copied. Now I've got a great option for this actually. You can actually open a PDF using a Word document as well. So just a little tip. So what I'm going to do quickly, open up that PDF and I want to download it. So that's got 962. That's going to be in my download folder. Now if I open up a Word document, so all we've got to do is open a PDF. There it is. And there you go. Enable editing. You've now got the whole PDF in a Word document. Just makes it easy to copy and stuff you want to cite. So I'm going to copy that as an example. Control C. And again, if you want, you can have two Word documents open as well, can't you? And work between them. So Control V. And I want to cite that. So I'm going to use the option there, American for Americans, insert citation. There's my in-text citation. And then I can keep adding citations to it. And when you're finished, click the Enter key a few times. Top right hand corner, select the Insert Bibliography option. Click Continue, and then that creates your reference list for you in alphabetical order. So it's important to work with PDFs and maybe convert them to a Word document and saving them into organised folders as well. But the main thing about this, all your sources are saved online and organised there for you in the first place when you're writing your essay or assignment. Thanks for watching.